Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6. Today, we're starting things off right back at Sahara, and I know it's been a lot of Sahara lately, hasn't it? But in all seriousness, we need to make diamonds, okay? I'm on a mission, we need to make diamonds, and besides, I have actually got a task from Grian. Iskall, can you automate this? G. So for those of you who don't know, and I didn't know this for the longest time, Grian has made a massive mega carrot farm in the Zen garden of Sahara, and now he's asked me to automate it. And of course we can automate this, and I've been thinking a little bit about it, whether or not I should do a normal carrot farm automation with villagers or with bone meal. But the reason he's growing these carrots are so that we can sell golden carrots. And guess what? Golden carrots can be traded with villagers these days, and you can get a ridiculous amount of golden carrots by trading with Bens, the farmers. And since I, a few episodes ago, discovered the whole quartz trade and wanted to include quartz traders in Sahara, and the majority of you in the comments really seem to like that idea, I think this is a great time for me to build some sort of trading hall in this space here. And I'm not going to be building a trading hall that is resettable, because we only need the villagers once, and we don't really need a god machine or anything like that. But I do need an area for them, and I do need to get myself villagers over here. There are quite a few things you can do in Minecraft that are very satisfying, and I gotta say, I'm adding this to the list. Ever since they changed the sound of carrots, I think that was 1.14, or crops or whatever, this is super satisfying to do. And that is the yield of all the carrots that was grown here. I mean, this place is pretty, it was a pretty mega carrot field farm. I think what I'll be doing is probably digging down a little bit and then including some form of stairs. Yeah, I think I want to come down here a few blocks and then enter the area where the villagers are going to be standing. Before we get any further into the digging and planning this out, I think it's time I go into a creative test world in order to find out just what villagers can help Sahara keep stock, because that is essentially what this is about. These villagers we're just going to use to keep the warehouse full with certain items that we know are going to sell to the other hermits. So I'm in my creative test world, and I actually found 2 more villagers that we may want to use at Sahara at the Zen garden in order to increase stock. But let's start over here with the stonemason. This is the guy who's going to sell us quartz, and this is just an amazing trade. He sells it at 1-to-1 ratio, and you can also buy the quartz pillars, which is absolutely fantastic because a lot of people love quartz, not including me. I'm not the biggest quartz fan. The trick in order to get this to work well though is to have a lot of masons. I would say that we should probably aim to have maybe 10 masons, because they do only trade 12 per trade, even though they unlock themselves immediately or very frequently during the day. Moving on to Ben, the farmer, he of course sells golden carrots, and I looked through the trades here. There isn't really any other reason for having him, but you can see this guy does reduce his price the more I trade with him. But we may want to think about zombifying the farmers, because I can trade this for 1 emerald for 3 golden carrots in my base of doom, and that's probably going to be better for Sahara as well. But the 2 new guys I added to the list is the cleric. Yes, the cleric who sells redstone and lapis. This guy actually sells quite a few things that are useful, such as glowstone. But I think, considering Mambo has a witch farm, which also produces redstone, by the way, considering he has that, I think it's better to get the glowstone from the witch farm. Lastly, I found the butcher to have 1 cell that I'm interested in, and that is the cooked pork chop. I think this food is similar or almost as good as a golden carrot. I can't fully remember. I think it's different with saturation, but this could sort of be a different food source that we could sell at Sahara, maybe a little bit cheaper. So these are the 4 villagers that I'm going to be aiming to get, and I'm going to aim to get quantities of them. So back on the Hermitcraft server, before I can do anything with even getting villagers here, I need to prepare this area slightly, and I probably should also get a beacon over here, because yeah, I don't want to be mining this slowly. And since I tried it out in creative, it may also be worth to have some sort of zombification possibilities, maybe in a simpler way than the genius machine though, because we don't need to overdo this. I also need to get villagers over here. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of an effort to get all of this set up, but I am really excited 6 hours later, and this is what I have got so far. And for those of you who aren't seeing it, we have a Grian, Iskall, Mambo, Grian, Iskall, Mambo, Grian, Iskall, Mambo, Grian, Iskall, Mambo, Grian, Iskall, Mambo scheme going on with our stonemasons. And I've also got all the automation of the golden carrots with 5 farmers over on this side, and over here I got 2 butchers and 2 clerics. And these 2 are the original parents of all of these villagers. Unfortunately, I can't for the life of me, or I couldn't for the life of me breed a last villager to be in this slot. So for now, I'm just going to leave that open, and maybe we'll have something very special there on the end. But I'm super happy with this. Super happy with this setup. I think they're happy with how they're standing. I mean, they got some armrests, for crying out loud. They got armrests. They must be happy. Anyway, the way this works is that I walk up to the villager and I then just do this, and then I keep going to the left, and because they're so close together, I can cover a lot of villagers in a very short amount of time. And because this quartz trade is like the final trade the villager has, the amount of XP I'm getting is quite ridiculously high. In a way, I'm allowing these villagers to live their dream, and their dream, of course, is, as any other villager, to make as many emeralds as possible before they go to Emerald City. I'm pretty proud of myself. For making their dreams come true, giving them all the emeralds in the world. Ain't that right, Grian? And of course, those of you who watched the last episode, you will now know why I bought all of those emerald blocks. So this was my scheme in order to get stock for Sahara. And through just one run, we got 2 stacks and 52 blocks of quartz. I mean, these are really hard to come by in the nether. This would take a lot of time to get this amount of quartz. 3 minutes. 3 minutes I've been trading with the villagers, and this is the amount of quartz I've got. I mean, if that is not satisfying, I don't know what is. This is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I can't get carried away. This room is not finished yet, as you can see, and I really want to finish this segment over here. Now, it turns out that Grian has not centered this entrance to his carrot farm, which I thought that he had, but as you can clearly see, it's a bit to the left. I think it's time I finish this in the view of a third-person time-lapse. Oh, and we got a cat. We got a cat that I tamed. It's Sarah. Sarah. So this is going to be a pretty short time-lapse here today, because time-lapsing interior design is pretty tough, but I did manage to install this really cool piston door, and I think it fits the whole entrance in the Zen garden perfectly. I also decided to continue with the yellow brick road, which is now a saying apparently. I don't even know where that's from, but I'm sure it's some Wizard of Oz or something. Anyway, I decided to continue with the yellow brick road feature of Sahara, the interiors design with the carpets, and I've received a lot of comments saying that the number one thing we should do with Sahara is to clean up all of the torch spam that is everywhere. And slowly but surely, I promise you guys, that's what I'm working on. Okay, I'm working on trying to get rid of torches and install lighting everywhere. But because lighting is as what it is in Minecraft, it's tough. It's tough. Anyway, I also installed a storage room for all of our emeralds that we have for the trades, and I decided to do like an auto feeder here and then some storage chests on the side, and that's pretty much it. I'm really happy with this. So we walk in, we open the door, we got Sarah sitting on a carpet. Very important. Now that we have a cat, she has to be the center of attention. And behind her, the Sahara logo just looking really good. And all in all, like, I really felt like this thing came together, and hopefully it's going to be very useful to have all the emeralds here. So this is a emerald buffer storage of all the emeralds that I purchased from Exuma in the last episode. I know, I keep investing my own diamonds into Sahara, but it is so important to me that Sahara makes profit. Now there is a bit of a storage grid here, and I really hope that Grian doesn't mess this up. This is storage for things that we trade, such as quartz, golden carrots, redstone, lapis, and all of that stuff. And I want it to be something that when you go and trade, you can dump it off here and continue trading with the villagers. But all in all, this project is done. This project is done. We automated the golden carrots and we included all of the workers of Sahara. It took a while, I'm not gonna lie, this whole thing has probably taken me a bit over 8 hours, but definitely worth it. Now I'm no expert at piston doors, but this one I've used a few times and I really like it. Now moving on for today, the competition of selling the Sahara memberships is still ongoing, and I'm the only one who submitted diamonds to this thing here, but I'm pretty sure that this man has made some sales. Remember last episode when I said that I think Grian has done something mega because of his cryptic chat messages during that day? Turns out that he has. I'm gonna head over to Hermitville and take a look for myself. Oh my goodness! Grian, you maniac! You maniac! I don't know what to say. This is insane. What in the world? So this is Grian's marketing campaign to sell the Sahara Now membership. Look at that smug smile that he's having. I mean, you kind of deserve it with this build. Oh my goodness, I need to look more at this. Yeah, without a doubt, I gotta say this is one of the most impressive buildings on the server right now. I mean, it is just grey wool, but look at the shape. This is not easy to do, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Well played, Grian, well played. Now, did you actually sell and did you... What? Okay. So at the moment, this looks like he sold one membership. I don't know why the diamonds are split like that. I suppose because you can't actually stack to 100. Yep, I'm an idiot. So he has sold one membership. What is this about? Example deals not for sales. Oh, you smart fish. Man, my goodness. This is obviously genius. So we're not allowed to show what we're selling in Sahara Now. But we are, of course, allowed to do example deals. Genius! I think we're all in agreement that this is just next level impressive. And I'm almost at this phase, almost at the point where I feel like conceding this whole thing just because of this blimp. We should have one of these over at Sahara. We should fly this over to Sahara. I don't expect Grian to rebuild one of these over at Sahara, okay? I'm not expecting that. So Grian has made one sale. I don't think that our mustache friend has made any sales yet. He hasn't actually been on that much since we had that meeting. Now, while I'm here, I've also received a lot of messages. Why is that there? Why is the out of service sign back up? I thought I removed this. That's better. Okay, so I've also received a lot of messages that I have had people playing my minigame, which is really exciting. So the very first thing I want to check, and I'm just going to break in here, is whether or not I still have prizes. I do. Creepers, hello? I don't see the mega jackpot. It looks to me as if the mega jackpot has left the game. Oh no. So how many diamonds have I actually made? And I realize I don't think I made a chest storage for this. I think I didn't expect to get diamonds enough to make a chest storage. So this is all the fake items that people have thrown in. Come on, hermits. Why are you throwing an iron set in here? Oh my goodness. We've made a lot of diamonds. We have made a lot of diamonds. That is... wow. And I also actually think that there wasn't any possibility to play it more because this hopper was clogged up, so no more diamonds could have made it in. So we may have lost a little bit of potential income there. So what I'm going to do is just place down a chest here to collect the diamonds in the future. And then I place down a chest over here so we can collect all the junk items that hermits throw in the thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we made 18 blocks of diamonds and 7 diamonds. How many diamonds was in the mega jackpot again? I think it was something like 24. I'm gonna be refilling this game and restocking it. And maybe we can't do like a mega jackpot immediately, but I definitely want to put some more goodies in there. I also got the suggestions from you guys that I should put less good common boxes, like pretty garbage common boxes, like one block of dirt, because they still get the shulker box. I don't know about that. At the moment, this game is very friendly in terms of giving you rewards. Now, this whole thing is new. Seems like someone has added on to the style of my game, and this looks really, really cool. I like it. I wonder who did this. Doesn't actually lead anywhere. It's just a very weird street, but I like it. That looks great. Oh, and I didn't even realize this, but we've got a road leading up to our game now. That will certainly help. I really don't know. I really don't know. The reason I've made my way over here is because just over this hill, I believe the new guys for this season, BOO and Corrales, are setting up new Hermitville. Yeah, look at this. Oh my goodness, this is starting to look great already. I love this building. That's looking great. And then I believe this is BOO's little building. Very, very, very fine. So for those of you who don't know, Corrales and BOO are both what I would consider expert builders. And I feel that I am obliged to come here and perform a little bit of a test. I need to set up a little bit of a building, and I apologize for destroying this little flower bed here, but I need a little bit of a space. This area right here in the center of the village is probably gonna be a good real estate. Now, I sincerely apologize before I do this next step, but I'm going to build a building using diorite. Yep, it has to be done. Someone have to do this test. So first things first, I gotta make sure to take off my good armor and put on some kind of secondhand stuff I found laying around in my chests. So what I want to create here is a diorite house, and this feels so wrong in so many ways, but I want to create a diorite house. Just saying that makes me get a little bit of a stomach pain, but I want to create a diorite house, and I'm going to try, and it's going to be really hard. I'm going to try my absolute best to build a house that looks decent. Now, we all know that that is impossible. We all know that that is impossible. But see, that is what I'm going to test them on. I want to build a building where I really put some effort into trying to make it look good. Not a big one, just a little small, tiny, nice house. And once I have this house, I'm going to create a little bit of a quiz inside to see if they like the house or not. Because I need to find out what kind of expert builders these guys are. Now, I'm trying really, really hard to make this house look decent. And it is very tough. It is obviously very, very tough. I am struggling. I'm really struggling, but I am getting there. I am slowly but surely getting there. I think I have an outer shell of a diorite house. That thing is not supposed to be there, even though that made it look better. It hid more diorite. Whew, this thing is hideous. It is absolutely hideous. But it is a house made out of diorite. It is sort of similar scale to BOO's. I need to add a little bit of detail as well. Some more cobblestone around it, and possibly also add some bushes. Birch door. Yep. I'm ashamed to admit it, but some polished diorite makes a huge difference in this house. This block is pretty nice. I stick with it. It's pretty nice. Anyway, now that we got our house up, we have got to do the quiz. And I want this quiz to be pretty simple. Do you like this house? Yes or no? Now, based on the response to this question, they will either fall down a hole and get a lesson in diorite, or we will reward them. I don't even want to admit how long I spent on this circuit right here with the yes button and the no button. It was way too long. But now, if we press the yes button, which by the way I changed to yes, maybe kinda, it's okay. You see, the point is, anything positive about this house is wrong because it's diorite. Anyway, pressing this button here opens up a pitfall all the way down to bedrock. And if I press no, on the other hand, I get rewarded with a diamond block saying welcome to Hermitcraft. I am very, very, very curious to see what choice they make. All in all, replace the diorite for something else. Seriously, anything else. And this house is decent. It's not terrible. I never build houses like this, but I'm quite proud of this one. Again, minus the diorite. Don't get crazy now. I feel like I definitely want to give this a test as well. So I walk inside, I read the sign, do you like this house? And if I say yes, I fall down and I die. There's a sign there which, yeah, wasn't really readable. That's a little bit of a shame, but I guess when they go down to get their stuff, they will read the sign. Yeah, I'm not a monster. There's a hopper collecting anything you drop down there, by the way. Anyway, with that all being done, we have one more important thing we have to do. Because I've been working with diorite, I have to take this secondhand armor that I put on earlier and we have to dispose of it. It cannot be worn ever again by anyone. It would be absolutely disgusting. In fact, I also mined some diorite with my silky pickaxe and yeah, I can't live with that. I'm very excited to see how they choose their answers, and I really hope that these amazing builders will fail my little house solely based on the fact that it's diorite. But I think we can all agree that I did the best I possibly could. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Except for the diorite. I realized I just said that I want them to fail my house, and with that I meant I want them to think that it's ugly. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do hit the like button down below. If you're brand new, consider subscribing, and I will see you dudes in the next episode.